delimitation debate that turned into a pitch for Prime Minister from South controversy. Tamil Nadu Minister Adhav Arjuna said that power and authority should not be limited to Bihar, Gujarat and Uttar Pradesh alone. And southern states must unite to ensure that political power is redistributed and a Prime Minister emerges from the south, Tamil Nadu in particular. So what does this really mean? Will geography and not majority now decide who becomes the Prime Minister? Will Prime Ministers be picked on the basis of pin codes? And what next? Will we now see state-based quota for Prime Ministers? Also, is it being conveniently forgotten that two of our Prime Ministers have come from the South? P.V. Narasimha Rao, an alliance partner of the TVK now, Congress Prime Minister, served his full 5 years, came from Telangana. H.D. Deve Gowda came from Karnataka. And they were Prime Ministers of India, not the Prime Ministers of North or South.
5-6 வட மாநிலங்கள் சேர்ந்தால் ஒரு பிரதம மந்திரியை உருவாக்க முடியும் என்கின்ற நிலை இன்றைய வரையும் இருந்துட்டு இருக்கு. அதை மாற்றப்பட வேண்டும். தென்னிந்தியாவிலிருந்து ஏன் தமிழ்நாட்டிலிருந்து ஒரு பிரதம மந்திரி எதிர்காலத்தில் உருவாக்கப்பட வேண்டும். அதிகாரம் உத்தர பிரதேசுக்கோ பீகாருக்கோ குஜராத்துக்கோ மட்டுமல்ல. நம்மளுடைய குரல் சட்டமன்றத்தில் ஒலித்தது போல ஒரு நாள் பாராளுமன்றத்தில் ஒரு பிரதம மந்திரியாக ஒலிக்க வேண்டும்.
Mr. Adhav Arjuna's half-baked understanding of the constitution, half-baked understanding and how the entire government and government process works, it's clearly evident. To have somebody, you need to understand the collective representation formulas and you have to work around it in the form of an alliance. We can only pity him.
There was an opportunity for the Mopanarji to become the Prime Minister of India. There is no unity among Tamilians. We missed it. That's the time Deve Gowda became the Prime Minister. A Prime Minister from South. So if a capable man, if a worthy person, if he comes out, he will be elected. There is no question of South or North.
You're watching the News Hour at 9. Debate number 2 on Times Now. Super Prime Time.
Joining the debate with Pradeep Bhandari, Anand Ranganathan, Sarvanan, as well as Sanjay Jha is Vivek Srivastava, political analyst. But my first question to A. Sarvanan, spokesperson of the DMK, and Sarvananji. Now, delimitation debate has come down to not how many seats a state will have. It has come down to whether a Prime Minister should be from the north or south. Everybody's forgotten east and west because those are also directions and there are states in those areas also. Why is it only now a battle between the north and the south? And is this how the makers of the constitution really anticipated this whole discussion?
Yeah. See, I think Mr. Adhav Arjuna, I think, is totally out of context. Whatever he had spoken, I think he has not properly understood the history of our country and how the electoral system works. See, when the similar questions were asked to our leader, Mr. M.K. Stalin too, that would you want to become the Prime Minister? You have considerable clout, you have opposed the BJP. If they put up you as a candidate, he said, I know my height. So this is not just about capability. If capability is the only qualification, then anybody who is a chief minister, who has governed well, could become the Prime Minister. But there is more to it. In the state of Tamil Nadu, we have only 39 seats. With 39 seats, we could never bargain. And we could never get that chief minister, Prime Minister's seat. So we understand how this works. But he's a new minister. In his enthusiasm to please his party boss and the chief minister, probably he had Mr. Vijay in his mind. Probably he thought he's praising Mr. Vijay and he has made that statement. So we'll have to leave it at that.
Okay. And you think, Anand Ranganathan, this is because of, lesser understanding of how this functions? Or do you think there is a deep-rooted bias somewhere that the Prime Minister's position should be decided based on which region in the country you come from?
I'm not just disappointed, I'm amused. I thought the election season was over. So this parochialism that is, the byword nowadays, unfortunately, in Tamil Nadu should have ended. Evidently, it is not. But, every cloud is a silver lining. So the BJP would be happy because Rahul Gandhi could not be now the Prime Minister because he is no longer from the South. Priyanka Gandhi could be. She is the MP from Wayanad. So maybe Pradeep needs to be worried because India ka next Prime Minister kaun hoga? Priyanka Gandhi. No, but look, Navika, this kind of thing that is routinely peddled out, parochialism and, bordering of xenophobia, there is no other word for it, is so routine when they say Tamil Nadu gives 1 rupee to India and gets 30 paisa in return. Well, Delhi gets half a paisa in return. The total fertility rate of Delhi is less than what Tamil Nadu's is. And yet the political representation of Delhi is much less than what Tamil Nadu. So they don't want to go by data. They don't want to go, they still say BJP is not the party of the South. BJP, you know who defeated the Chief Minister of Telangana? Do you even know in that recent elections? It was a BJP candidate. So, this thing about parochialism, this thing about North versus South is honestly, it's beneath oneself, beneath an Indian to comment on this because this is mediocre stuff.
Well,
No.
Sanjay Jha, I want to ask you, is this parochialism at display? Because this has fault lines. Rahul Gandhi, when he went to Wayanad, said, for a change, I like contesting from Kerala and from the South because you people understand issues. So all this while, when he and his family was contesting from Uttar Pradesh, did they think stupid people lived in Uttar Pradesh? They didn't understand issues. They were politically unsavvy. Kerala was more savvy. D.K. Suresh, who said that south of India should be a separate country. Is this deep-rooted parochialism or is it just one of those off-the-cuff statements that should be ignored and left there?
2 points, Navika, very quickly. I think the statement made by the gentleman in Tamil Nadu is more an expression of aspiration. I think in politics, I know a lot of people in politics. Trust me, every MLA wants to be a chief minister, whichever party they come from. Every MP in parliament, out of the 543 MPs, all of them at some point dream for some miraculous circumstance that made I.K. Gujral or Mr. Deve Gowda Prime Minister. They hope for some kind of a happenstance. But there is a bigger issue since you mentioned provincialism or parochialism. And I thought we were going to discuss it on your program today, that there is a BJP MP who was formerly a friend of mine in the Congress who apparently made a very disparaging statement on lungi, which caused a lot of unpleasantness uncalled for. That to me is the cultural misfit that we have created in India. That, the BJP still looks at India from the prism of its, Hindi heartland politics, not realizing we're a culturally diverse nation. We wear different, we eat different, and therefore we are a beautiful country. But to expect that from the BJP is like expecting the pigs to fly.
In Telangana, the chief minister said that Bihar DNA cannot rule Telangana. If you are, from the north, you are Gaumutra states. Those are not parochial. The deeply divisive agenda is only Sushmita Dev.
Ask Mr. Bhandari to condemn Sushmita's statement. Ask him to do that.
Okay, Pradeep Bhandari.
Let's see if he does. Doodh ka doodh, pani ka pani ho jayega.
Well, the ideological mentor of Sanjay Jha and the Congress party, let me quote Sam Pitroda in 2024. As per Sam Pitroda said that people in East look like Chinese, and Sam Pitroda said people in West look like Arab, and Sam Pitroda said people in North look like white, and Sam Pitroda said people in South look like African. I have never seen such a hatred comment ever, and Sanjay Jha continues to eulogize Sam Pitroda, and Sam Pitroda continues to guide Priyanka Vadra and Sonia Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi. This is what Congress is. In fact, they did not stop here. It was Tejasvi Yadav in 2024 who referred to the current Chief Minister of Assam.
Yes,
but Lungi wala statement, would you care to explain that one?
No,
She's denied it. Yeah.
Well, Navika ji, on that, the honorable MP has said she will explain it on the floor of the House, and the chair has given her that permission. So till the time we do not know what context it is being made, I cannot comment on it because she has to first explain it on the floor of the House. But these are all public statements which are made, and these are on record. Have you seen Sanjay Jha even once condemn what Sam Pitroda has said? But there is a larger, deep divisive agenda of the Congress party.
Yes, I did. Vivek Srivastava, because it is the left party MP who made this complaint. I want to ask you, Vivek Srivastava.
Yes.
Is parochialism part of the DNA in politics? It just comes out on different occasions, but is it part of a political DNA?
No, see, I agree with Sanjay ji when he said that it is more out of emotions that the minister over there in Tamil Nadu made that statement. That is a different issue, but there's nothing wrong in what he said. I totally agree with him. There is a discrimination going on against the South Indian states. You are decreasing their representation in the name of delimitation. The number of member parliaments from the southern states will be lesser.
Fake.
They contribute more to the country's treasury. They do better family planning. They have smaller families. They are better managed. And as a punishment, you say North Indian states ka representation ज़्यादा हो जाएगा. कल bill pass करने होंगे. It is the
So are you saying you are the only conscience keepers of the south of India because Jagan Reddy supports the bill, the Telugu Desam party supports the bill? They are also South Indian states and South Indian, parties from South India. But Anand Ranganathan, 30 seconds. I just want to ask you, why do they not think about a northeastern? 1 minute, don't speak over me. Why don't they talk about the rights of the northeastern states or the rights of maybe West Bengal or Assam or other states that have not had representation in the prime ministers? Why is everybody only so worried about the 6 southern states?
Look, the reason is very clear. And as far as the communist friend Vivek talking about that everyone else is parochial except communists, you only have to go back to their history. In Bengal, 1977 to 2011, जितना parochial ये हुए हैं, जितना इन्होंने अपना चलाया है एजेंडा, उतना शायद ही किसी ने चलाया हो. I know he's going to deny Mari Jhapi massacre where 10,000 Dalits were mercilessly murdered. But this is not about talking about what Vivek is talking about. One, my good friend Sarvanan said, we don't have the clout to become the prime minister. We don't have enough representation. Did you know that Jyoti Basu was offered the role of prime ministership? He had less representation than the DMK had, and he declined. So it is not about who will become the prime minister.
Well, we really cannot see the prime minister's position as a matter of right. In democracy, in the constitution, it has been declared as the leader of the largest party that is voted to power, or the largest coalition that is voted to power. When it is a coalition, it is up to the coalition to decide who they want to make their prime minister. Will Rahul Gandhi allow another South Indian state leader to become the prime minister? We can have. Can the NDA allow that? I'm sure we can. It is possible even without affecting the delimitation debate. We'll just leave it at that parochialism probably comes extremely easily in political parties. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for joining me on the Newshour tonight. Good night, be safe, and I'll be back tomorrow on the Newshour at 9.